if you do ice climb skip, so the reason it causes a difference is that if you do ice climb skip, you're using Cortex from Hub 1 for the dimension skip. Whereas if you do ice climb itself, you use the Cortex from the Iceberg Lab for the dimension skip. And for some reason, they have different physical properties. And the Hub 1 Cortex is a lot harder to do the skip with. That looked like a good run. I mean, it was Hub 1. The run isn't good until I make it past Boiler. How is it possible that the first hub in basically every Crash game is bad? I don't know, man. I don't think it's exclusive to Crash, but it is very blatant in Crash, that's for sure. I actually, as a whole, I actually really like Totem Hokum. I think Totem Hokum's a sick-ass level. But the trade-off is that you're in zombies, so if you make any one mistake, you can just kill the run. I honestly think 100% is a much more fun category. Like, if someone asked me a recommendation of what category to run in this game, if they wanted to like ease into it, I would recommend starting with all levels. But if they wanted to get the most enjoyment they could out of this game, I would absolutely recommend 100%. All levels is alright. All levels is like, it's much easier than Hundo because there's a lot less like run ending shit in it. And there's a lot less difficult tricks. But I do think it's a lot less interesting than Hundo. It's more interesting than any percent, but still less interesting than Hundo. Actually, I don't even know if I'd say it's less interesting than it's less frustrating than any percent. Any percent's got a lot of wild shit and it's just not fun to actually run.
It's easy.
Yep,
oh,
yo, Joe.
Too easy.
Yeah, it's boring as heck, but easy. Thanks for the good luck, dude. Oh no, Joe's here during Bungle. He's gonna see my scuffed ass, cursed ass method of doing, blonde skip. Who's Joe? Joe Biden. Wait, that's not how that Joe works. Whoa, camera? Alright guys, watch. Joe's about to ban me from my own chat. It's not gonna work because he's watching now. Yeah, see? Because Joe's watching, D-pad stopped working. Nope, there it is. I don't know why, I'm more consistent at it with D-pad. Yo, Matt Killer. Alright, I got you in a moment. D-pad never works regardless of where you are. Yeah, I don't know. It just works for me. I don't know why. Guards went out of your town. Fucking rip. Twins goes off with the D-pad. That's because it is. D-pad fucking sucks in this game. Except for some reason for me in that one instance right there. But no, D-pad's terrible in this game. Which I'm okay with because I love me some analog. It'll work eventually. you were to do an any percent from every Crash game, would entrance be any percent or beat entry? It'd be any percent. Also, I would argue that the any percent run you should do for Crash 2 should be game over abuse. No problem. Game over abuse is a much better category than no-go. Bro, what the fuck? I'm not gonna like this. I would also genuinely say, for twins, instead of any percent, do all hubs. Any percent is not, like, multi-fecta friendly. And if you don't want to do mountain skip in twins, you could do... if you don't want to do mountain skip in twins, you can just do a super scuffed thing that I'm planning on doing. If the octo fecta's met, is that I'm not gonna do mountain skip. I'm just gonna use the ice climb skip and do slip slide. That's not possible, Ray. You can't play twins with a PS1 controller. It won't let you. It'll all be sort of this. At least do nut skip. Nut skip's easy, and it skips 2 levels that are not fun. Fuck, you could also do the Totem Hokum skip. That one's really easy too.
Well.
Yo, Radamanthus. Really hope I pronounced that correctly. Thanks for the good luck. Nut skip's so easy when I can do it. Yeah, you just put it between the 2 chunks, and you jump on it. You jump in it while holding forward. It's really easy. Never forget. I don't remember whose chat it was in, but I remember someone saying that nut skip was fucking bullshit and hard, and I'm just like, it is neither of those things. It is completely consistent and the easiest trick in the run.
Yes, the crystal is mine. Keep back, you weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy.
Yeah, Twalk you can play with a PS1 controller, so it's probably Twalk. Twins you can only play with the DualShock 2. Here, Cookie, if this run dies, I'll show you how to do nut. I honestly think the ice climb skip is pretty easy too. The only reason I don't do it in my any percent run is because it makes dimension skip really fucking hard. And dimension skip if you don't do ice climb skip is actually pretty easy once you know all the steps for it. It doesn't even really need practice. I guess if you want to do it fast, it needs practice, but the actual execution of the trick itself really doesn't require any practice. Because like the most annoying part of nut skip is actually like setting it up quickly, because it's just annoying to get the nut onto the hill. The trick itself is like stupidly fucking easy. You have a problem with skipping the tunnel boss? That one is actually like, if you don't know the lineup for the Tikimon skip, it can actually be very annoying. The thing is that once you know a lineup for Tikimon skip, it's not that bad. Like I fail it very uncommonly. I wouldn't say rarely, but my success rate at it is pretty high. You know what? If this run dies, I'll give Cookie an entire crash course of everything up to slip slide. I mean, D-pad's usually awful for, compared to analog. I mean, even like Crash 2 and 3 casually, I absolutely would prefer that shit on analog. It's just faster to run them on D-pad, so I play them with D-pad now. But when I was a kid, nah, I absolutely played Crash 2 and 3 with analog. Fucking hell, would I play that shit with D-pad willingly. I thought your controller was broken when you first played C1, yeah. I remember trying to figure that one out for a few minutes. Damn it, dude. Oh, fucking hell. Nice camera, jackass. Bye, slide sound. Hardly knew ya. Not bad, this one is going pretty good. I don't think you all understand. It doesn't matter until I make it past Boiler. I have been on an absolutely cracked ass pace and then the run has died in Boiler. It doesn't matter until I make it to Classroom Chaos. And then even then it can still die. Go, Pete. Dude, these fuckers. Imagine getting attached to runs. Honestly, getting attached to runs is, in my opinion, the biggest trap that any speedrunner can fall into. That being emotionally attached to a specific run is the biggest way to just, like, destroy your mentality. What does that mean? If you're attached to a run, that means if the run dies, you're gonna beat yourself up over like, oh my god, that was the run. That should have been the run. I should have gotten it there. That's being attached to a run. I go into every run in this game knowing that this could be the run or this run could die. And that is like the only way this game doesn't drive me insane. What allows for double jumps in video games? Basically just disregarding Newton's laws of physics. I love how the slide spin always reloads like right there for some reason. Alright. It's a remix. It's same medley, but it changes. Yeah, basically, man. I don't know. Even Crash 2, I have had runs in Crash 2 be like on pace to PB by like 2+ minutes, and those runs have died multiple times. So. That water looks cold. It's fine. Yeah, it's a really important like mentality to have, Slayer. I feel like whether or not you're able to maintain that mindset in the advent of a dead run, that really like determines how good your mentality is, I feel. Yeah, like my mentality when I first started speedrunning was absolutely trash. It was the worst. It took me like several years to reach the mentality I have now. And then even then, sometimes when I'm like really stressed out, the old mentality like seeps through. But usually it takes me like a day to recover. Yeah, like for me with AC, when I kill a run in ACG, it's not even like I'm attached to the run. I'm not just like, oh man, I can't believe I killed that run. It's kind of more just like, oh man, I can't believe I have to go back to the first 2 hours of the game. Like honestly, that demotivates me more than like feeling like, oh my god, that should have been the run. It's kind of more just like, man, I have to play the early game again in a 3-hour category. Yeah, that too, Pete. I also like I try to keep runs going as long as my BPT says that I can PB. Like I like past few days I've kept runs in this game where like I'm like 2 minutes behind entering hub 2 and I'm just like, ah, well, my BPT is 118, fuck it. Dude, ACG first 3 hubs are fucking torturous. It's so fucking long. No, that's like hub 6 or something. Hub 4 is the Tranquility Falls in Crash 4. No, that worked. Another thing, I feel like my mentality improved dramatically when I learned this game. Because this game basically requires you to have a good mentality if you want to like get anywhere in it. Like, you cannot grind monkey runs in this game. You're gonna kill runs to just one thing. It happens. Crash 4 any percent is like a 115 world record. Yeah. It's been a long time, Ray. You've been asleep for almost a year. The Carnival hub is hub 5. Pretty sure. Yeah. $115 is so goddamn cracked. Yo, that shit could be 111 on PS5. Bad. Haven't seen me anywhere. I was running it like a month ago, dude. I have a 120 in that category now. Granted, it's on PS5, so like my best run is still the 123 I have on PS4. But like in terms of fastest time, I have a 120 on PS5. We do some bash and then you let me the PS5 to get sub 230. What the fuck are we doing? Why is bash a requirement for this? Yo, never mind. Can you get a rating of Crash 4 without spoilers, large fries, and a Diet Coke, please? Crash 4 is very good. Play it on anything besides PS4. Crash 4 is top 3 game in the series, IMO. Top 5 minimum. It's even top 20. Look, man, Boom Bang's not even top 20. Did I really meet up with my Crash homies if I didn't play Bash? Yes, because it means I care about them. Bro. Well, that sucks.
There, to the sea, I tell you. Our salvation floats upon
Didn't
the
leave me up
briny
too long
blue.
ago and not play Bash.
We must reach Engine's
I don't know what you're
battleship
talking
and
about. That
quickly
didn't happen.
before it sets sail. But how? Think, Cortex, think.
Man, those were my homies. That was like my homie and 3 other people. That was fun. I soft locked to spare stumping myself, obviously. I was like, man, we don't need to play this anymore. What's wrong with Crash 4 on PS4? It's not bad, it's just not as good as the other versions. I feel like it's less responsive than all of the updated versions of the game. It's got worse loads than all of the updated versions of the game. Base PS4 has worse loads than Switch. Like, I just think you'd have a more pleasant experience playing it on PC or next gen, or you could arguably even say I would prefer it on Switch. UAV, thanks for the good luck. Not dead. I mean, updated versions would be anything besides PS4 and Xbox One. And, like, debatably Switch. But honestly, I think the Switch version is fine as long as you can tolerate 30 FPS.
breakthrough!
You want 240 FPS for
Ladies?
Crash?
Excuse
Just play
me,
it on PC.
Mother?
PC has unlimited frame rate.
Mother?
Is there any way to play it on PC without Battle.net? Yes, but I'm not going to tell you the ways to do it. One, because I don't know the methods myself, and two, because it's, it requires sailing the high seas. Do you think we'll ever get a game that explains who put these crates everywhere? Didn't the flashback tapes do that? You didn't even 106 Crash 4 till the PS5 version? Neither did I! Also, I can't believe I actually missed that gem. Excuse me, Purple Horse game. Spyro is just a thinly veiled My Little Pony ripoff. You play as a purple horse with wings. That sounds like Friendship is Magic to me. Oh, that sucked. Dog purple and horse orange. Horse orange. It's not a cat.
I've never been so humiliated. No amount of treasure could ever begin to compensate.
Treasure?
Crash 4 is the first Crash game you've ever played without spoilers. Not like spoilers are a super significant thing in Crash, but that's fair, I guess. For the last time, it's not a cat, it's a bandicoot. Bandicoot? Doesn't look like a bandicoot. Yo, an MLP game in the vein of Spyro, that would've been fucking lit. I would've played that shit. Yeah, we all know the real cat is Tim. I still love how during Jordy's GDQ run, when they got the Crash landed, and Abdul was calling Tim Tim, Murkaz was like getting so he was like, no, Tim's a stupid name. Riko's the only person who calls him Tim. And then like the entire GDQ chat started calling him Tim. That was fucking beautiful. I love that. Are you supposed to get the Aku crate covered in nitro case? There's a nitro detonator. That's great. In an attempt to discredit the Tim meme, he instead inadvertently made it so that it lives on forever. Good old Strice in effect, I know. It's amazing. In the IGN video to Riko. The species of the alien is called Schnurgle, like officially, but that's the species. The alien's name is Tim. Cookie slanders Tim on the daily. Man, I'm about to cancel Cookie. Fucking piece of shit. I want my world record back. I wouldn't even have the world record back anymore even if I did cancel Cookie. Because Tears has a better PC run than me now. I'm third place on PC ACG. I hate to see it. See that most of the twin speedrunners except Riko and Joe and Portuguese and Spanish streamers are. I just think Crash is just really popular in, like, for one, it's really popular in Brazil and really popular in Finland. Crash birthday. Yeah, aren't we doing a Crash 1 race or some shit? Be interested to see no announcements. Yeah. No, someone asked me yesterday if I was anticipating something for Crash's 20th anniversary or just disappointment. I was like, well, I'm not anticipating anything, and therefore I can't be disappointed. Still save time like a gamer. Anything going down for the 1 year of Crash 4? I don't have any. I don't think the community has anything planned, but I was considering doing a 106 run.
Yummy fresh meat for my pot. Come back here, naughty me.
If there's been like a community plan for the 1 year anniversary, I haven't heard about it. You were in fact right, Crody. Why'd you say anything?
The rats are leaving the sinking ship.
One thing I want to do is tighten runs whenever you
Tell us where the
yourself that
treasure
you workload.
is, and
True.
we'll let you go.
Silence. Looks like we'll have to
There's
bring
one
it out of
checkpoint
him.
in that chase section.
Rio?
Get changed.
Being in the final phase of wrapping up your master's degree is stupid as fuck. I'll be real. That's why I didn't pursue a master's degree. Honestly, with my master's degree, I genuinely felt that while I enjoyed what I studied for my bachelor's, I was not passionate about it enough to warrant a master's degree. I don't know. I could get a master's if I wanted to, but my security clearance has mattered more than my actual degree in terms of securing jobs. So, and I have no desire to climb my way up the corporate world.
Come along to
To the Suckatron. All too easy. Eh.
What have I got?
Perky here and then
Before
boiler
you
and then
rise
reset
a
or a PB.
cathedral
Nope,
of
even if we get boiler, it's
diabolical
not guaranteed.
genius. Scary, but in the wrong hands, this iceberg lair could do much goodness in the world. Of course, only I have the key. Observe.
I'm in the same boat, right? I personally am not clamoring for a new Spyro game, but I think it would be cool if they saw.
Another way.
It would be cool if they made a new Spyro before New Crash. I mean, all of Hub 4 could kill it up, dude. Classroom could kill it. Rooftop probably not, but like, I don't know, crazier things have happened. Getting out of boiler means that we are on a run. Getting out of boiler does not mean the run is guaranteed to PB, as it was evidenced like twice yesterday. Crash can speak. What did he say? Crash can speak. Crash has always been capable of speech. He just chooses not to.
You monster! Let my brother go!
The new Crash will gotta take as long as Crash 4.
My
What?
crystals! Ruined, thanks to
The Perky here.
Must be repaired, and only one person can help. My niece, Nina Cortex. Isn't she delightful? Obviously, I've made a few modifications here and there. Quickly, to my private dirigible. Set a course for Madame Amberley's Academy of
You
Evil.
mean the release? I don't know. I don't know how
Come
game
along.
development works. Oh my god, Toys for Bob, hire this man. This Cookie Novel guy's got the greatest ideas. I don't need a Crash. Neither do I. Man, I went what, like 9 years without a new Crash game? I'll live. The wait between Mind Over Mutant and Insane Trilogy? That was a long ass time.
Out of ammo.
Okay. Here's my stance on Crash 5. It doesn't matter what they do with the game. The community's gonna bitch anyway. Oompa Boompa Dumpa and Pumpa. Yeah, also saying regardless of what it is, I'll play it.
Ah, yes.
That was a really
The
good opening to
old
Boiler.
alma mater.
Or
As a
to
former
AoE.
student myself, I'm well acquainted with the many secrets this institution holds. I'm stuck!
I still think
The
NF is
greatest
really
evil
good outside of
scientist
the
in the
loads.
world!
Outside of the loads.
Stuck in a pipe.
Like, I'll even accept the
How could things get any
online
worse?
for all of its problems. The loads are the only thing I really don't like about NF. NST I don't care for compared to the originals anymore, but I still think it was fine. Mostly. After Crash 4 release, NST became the best game. Yeah, according to Twitter. Yeah, no. Everybody online suddenly decided NST was the greatest thing ever because they hated Crash 4. All of the designs in NST that everybody harped on and bitched about were now so good and so perfect because Crash 4 just ruined the art style. I hate this fucking fan base, dude. I hate most fan bases, though. No, it's not that people bitch about it till they actually play it. People bitch about it until a new thing to bitch about comes out. I guarantee you, if we get a Crash 5, the moment that shit drops, everybody's gonna be talking about how perfect Crash 4 was. You loved NST and then Crash 4 released and then you loved NST even more. To each their own. And I still like NST. I just like the originals more. If I didn't like NST, I wouldn't be considering doing console 3 runs. Yeah, basically, Crody. Honestly, if the only thing they really changed between Crash 4 and Crash 5 was that they got rid of a lot of like the repetitive things, like, you know, inverted and insanely perfect relics, etc. Perfect. It's really my only issue with Crash 4. I don't mind the difficulty, it's fair. It's challenging, but it's fair. Hard game equals bad game. Hard game equals bad game. Meanwhile, let me gush about how awesome Dark Souls is.
Give it to me.
That should be fine. Actually, maybe not. Oh, it would have been fine, yeah. Alright, let's try it again. Might lose some time here because of that. Yeah, I can agree with that, Pete. Like, my issue with Crash 4 isn't that it's too hard or too bullshit or anything, it's just too repetitive for full completion. Like, if you tone down the full completion requirements, I honestly think Crash 4 is damn near flawless. Yeah, we saved 1 second on that split. They should remove gems entirely from Crash 4. What? So we're just gonna have a fucking platformer with nothing? We're just gonna have Super Mario Bros. 1? I don't even think they needed more levels. There's 38 fucking levels in that game. That's already more than all the other games. They just needed to tone down, like, inverted shouldn't have been so significant for completion. Insanely Perfect Relics didn't need to exist. Because there's already a death gem. The Wumpa gem is fine. I would have preferred if they made the Wumpa fruit like currency or something. But using it as a gem requirement I thought was okay. It's just got a lot of unnecessary stuff in it. They didn't have. I actually really like that Crash 4 didn't have crystals, because after Crash 3, crystals were just a plot device that only existed because, oh, it's Crash Bandicoot, it has to have crystals. You can remove crystals from the plot of most Crash games and they still work. Twins, I guess the crystals kind of serve a purpose, but about halfway through the game, they just stop mattering. Like, once you get to Academy of Evil, the crystals are literally just there. Stop trying to do that, it just never works. Yeah, if you go for 106%, then the perfect relics are actually just like, they just trivialize the gems. So silent because one of the crystals doesn't count, you're right. There's 2 crystals in this level and I only got one of them when I was doing bingo. Only one of them counted when I was doing bingo. This boiler was good. The boiler was okay. I lost some time because I wasn't sure if Cortex would actually work properly. And then I confirmed that he did, so I lost some time doing that. Otherwise, the boiler was solid. This camera. I don't know if I would have liked that from a speedrun perspective, Zokissel, but I guess gameplay-wise it would have been neat. I wish the skins were like permanently unlocked and you could use them on like a new file. Rifle's playing COD. Good for him. He can play whatever he wants. E. best. It would have been interesting if the skins actually affected gameplay. See if I can not choke the rest of this fucking run. No promises. These fucking rats, dude.
My airship! Without it, we're stranded! Tie it
To
to
something secure, I said.
Hurry, Nina, or you'll miss the bus!
Yeah, that's how I feel, Pete. I'm not gonna say Crash 4 is perfect or flawless, because obviously it did some things wrong. I also think it did a lot of things really well. And the things it did well, I think, mostly overshadow the things it did poorly. Which is why it's one of my favorite games in the series. People online just really love accentuating the negative, though. Yeah, the controls in Crash 4 are so fucking amazing. Yeah, Twins would have been perfect if they had time to finish it. Twins is the best, most perfect Crash game because it could have been this. How about we like it for what it is? I like it for what it is. I don't care whether or not it's unfinished. I don't care about what it could have been. I care that the game I'm playing right now is really fun. Yeah, I can get that. In hindsight, NST feels so stiff. And like I get the disdain for it. I mean, same, Zokizzle. I would not have known this game was, like, not even close to finished if I didn't ever look it up online. You have to be, like, people act like this game is a broken, buggy, unplayable mess. You have to be trying to break this game to, like, get anything, like, truly, like, game-ending. Like, the shit that I get that would crash the game if I fucked it up, you're not gonna run into that on a normal playthrough. Yeah, I think they did fine with NST. I have criticisms with it, but like again, I still think NST was good. Also, I feel like NST just had a really low budget. I feel like Activision was like, yeah, we'll try this. It probably won't do anything, and then it was like, it did like extremely well. And they're like, oh, this game about a furry creature that doesn't involve guns and shooting did really well. Yo, Cookie, just type in !remake. I mean, I also think the OG games control a lot better than NST. I'll make a command for Bash Remake later. No, Bash Remake falls under Remake, so, no. Yo, going on. Runs have been okay. This is the only one that's made it past boiler. Crash on the Run. I think I played Crash on the Run for like 5 minutes. And I was like, yep, this is a mobile game.
They found us! Through the airship! Quickly! What have I got?
You are in detention.
Madam Amberly!
So, Crybaby Cortex is all grown up. I see you found employment as a barber.
I'm an evil scientist!
A scientist of it. To me, you'll always be a little verb.
And it sold so well when it came out at Crash 470 in the UK, were 80% down. Like, people realized how well NST sold. Nah, everybody thought that meant NST, or everybody thought that meant Crash 4 was a complete fucking flop. It sold worse than this game that vastly overperformed in expectations. Therefore, it's a failure. Yeah, okay, you got it, man. Also, we're in the middle of a worldwide pandemic where people aren't going out and buying games. Social media sensationalism pisses me the fuck off. No prediction today? No Sloss today. Sloss is the only person who does predictions. the multiplayer. Yeah, where's my fucking Bash remake in an entirely different game? They said there was multiplayer, and I just speculated that the entirety of Crash Bash would be multiplayer in Crash 4, and it wasn't it. Fucking shit game. Yeah, no, I saw people on like Reddit and I think Twitter just like, oh, multiplayer. I wonder if they'll put like a Bash-like multiplayer mode, and I'm like, y'all stupid.
Come along!
That too, right? Pass and play is a fucking joke. Pass and play is how we figured out for launch skip, though, so you know. You need the game to tell you when to pass the controller, how dense are you. You have to appeal to the lowest common denominator.
What have I got?
This is about where it was before. I had a run yesterday on about this pace, so like, I'm pretty sure that's the one that died to BP. This doesn't mean anything.
Come now, as we explore
Same,
a
Pete.
new dimension.
I don't really care about multiplayer in a crash
But we've
platformer.
run out of time.
Same. Do I think that Joe's record is unbeatable? No.
My daughter, niece. We must do something. Think, Cortex, think!
Play NF Online only for coins. Nah, I actually did like really enjoy NF Online. That's great, Yogg. No, my sister and brother-in-law got Crash 4. And they also love it because my sister would play Crash 3 and Crash 2 with me when I was younger. And I think my niece started playing it a bit and she's had a lot of fun with it. I fucking love Rock Slide. Good fucking level, dude. That was probably my fault, but I'm just gonna bitch about Rock Slide. The easiest level that never goes right. That's Rock Slide. Yes, Firefin. Figure it out. Every fucking time, dude. I don't know how to dodge that. Genuinely have zero idea how to dodge them there. Alright, see how I do. I'm pretty sure that gold was wrong. Yeah, I mean, like, even for all of its issues, I enjoyed NF Online. Like, yeah, it wasn't perfect, but I still had a good time with it. And the base game in and of itself would be so fucking fantastic if it didn't have trash loads. Oh yeah, NF would have been way more popular as a speed game if loads were better. Especially now that we got rid of podium RNG. Like, it's just the loads are fucking atrocious. I had 50 minutes of loads in a 101 run on PS5.
There they are. Let her go. Take me instead. Ah!
Wonder why Evil Crash is so cranky? Because he's evil. Wish people complained about that instead of Geary skin. Or, you know, Rillaroo. We got fucking fixed Rillaroo, because why? Yo, Gustler. Nope, NF is not on PC and probably won't be. I get to retcon one thing from Crash. What is it? Honestly, I don't really care. Continuity is not really something that the series has genuinely cared too much about. Terrified.
What have I got?
I just can't get over the fact that people bitched and moaned so much about the way Rillaroo looked in NF that they made fixed Rillaroo. That just felt like Beanox's ultimate fine. Here, you fucking children. How did I not die? That's the only part of this route that terrifies me is that gem. Yeah, I don't know. Crash community is just a bunch of fucking children who complain about everything if it is not exactly what they want it to be. Problem is that they can never agree on what they want something to be, so they just bitch about everything. Okay. 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 Yeah, exactly, dude. I didn't mind it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. But I'm just like, okay, I guess he looks like that now, but... I don't think so, Rosemond. Sure, I'm not talking about the Sonic community. Honestly, sometimes I feel like they're one and the same. They both act in very similar ways. From what I've gathered about the Sonic community, because I've never been part of it. But Sonic community also seems to enjoy complaining about everything. KH community can be like that also. Every community can be like that. Communities suck. CBNK3 3D Ripper, yes. It's fucking beautiful. Looks like a literal kangaroo in a top hat. Actual work of art.
What have I got?
Unless this is the AA of my life, I don't think this is going to be 120 or 119.
This is where we wrong
We'll see.
the rights.
But this level is not kind to me.
Under the rug.
Oh yeah, and boxing gloves. I mean, again, right, there's a reason I don't interact with the greater Crash fan base. Because they're literally a bunch of man-children who need their diapers changed. Am I winning, son? It's tight. This has to be the AA of my life. I can probably still PB with an average AA, but for this to be 119, it has to be a very good AA. That's not a good start. Crash at the end of that for crash 1. I mean, dude, I remember when we found the Sapphire Relic thing in 108. Fucking Crashy News shared that for some reason. I was like, y'all care about speedruns? Kind of disappointed Crash never got a TV show. Honestly, after that whole canceled TV show fiasco, I don't think we deserve one. I have a Twitter for memes. Oh my god, oh my god, I'm so stupid. I should have just fucking spun it. Going this way, I guess. Yeah, that never works. Yeah, this is not going to be 119. I can tell you that now. Yeah, that's fair, Pete. This wall is the only place where I died in my gold, so... And I think the 2 deaths I took trying to get to this part were more than that. Yeah, you have to explore the psychological and philosophical meaning of every single jump. Yeah, imagine if I was a really zany character. I might have more of a following. Terrifying. I feel like when I get excited, I can be pretty like. Yep. No, yeah, this is not 119. Sorry to disappoint. I like not getting long jumps. Unless I get a fucking ball glitch here, and even then it's probably still not 119. Yeah, no way. I don't believe. There's no way this golds. It can still PB probably, but it's not 119. I think I'm about 30 seconds behind my gold. This wasn't a bad antagony, but it wasn't a great one. Probably losing about 30 seconds. Alright, so probably low 120.
What have I got? What have I got?
Am I wrong? There's no way that the rest of this fight is less than a minute. No, there's no way. I don't believe. Nah, I can't do this in 15 seconds. Yeah, no.
It's easy! All too easy.
Really fucking close, though.
Let's get out of here!
I thought that was gonna be like a 2x. Like, honestly. I didn't think I was saving that much time. I didn't check my gems, but I saw 93%, so it should be good. Yes, that was PB. It was a 47-second PB. Holy, it was so close, dude.
Oh boy! I love roast chicken. Well, This is one heck of an ending.
I really didn't think it was gonna be an OX. I thought it was gonna be like a 2X or a 3X.
You know, Crash, for all these years I've been wrong about you. Your creation was a mistake, and your existence has been a constant reminder of that mistake. But I've learned something from all of this. I've learned that you can't run away from your mistakes, but you can bury them! I never want to see your ridiculous face again!
Where am I? What is this? Thanks for the GGs, everyone. Man, if the AA was just a little better. So what's next? I'm going to Escalator Land. Let me use the bathroom and then I'll decide what's next. Actually, guys, that's actually 119 because I lost 20 seconds for playing on PS2. On Xbox, that would have been a 119 4X. Just saying. Also, I did remember. I need to show Cookie the crash course of how to do like the first parts of any percent. So I'll do that first, and then probably switch to something else. I don't think I'm gonna do another Twins run, but I'll still keep going. Yeah, no, I was. This is the run where I kept saying if it dies, I'll show Cookie the crash course of shit, and the run PB'd. So. What 100%.